Greetings, all my dreamers and dreamettes. It's your boy Mickey Fenty, aka Mickey Made It. If you're new to this channel, you know what to do to this channel. Subscribe right now. And if you want to support the brand, it's inspiredbydreams.shop. Okay, today's episode, I heard some things in these YouTube streets that I just wanted to bring to my peoples 1 second. Now, what I heard, and I'm hearing that OnlyFans has been the get-rich scheme since 2016.
I started to cry. I don't know why.
So, you mean to tell me that people are jumping on OnlyFans? Because I'm going to be honest to you, honest to God. I don't have an OnlyFans. I've never been on OnlyFans. I just hear about these things. And finally, it hit me dead in the face. Let me check out these OnlyFans Millionaires and see what's really going down. And is this true? And what do they really get out of it, and what do they really put into it? So let's just take a look at what's going on in this whole OnlyFans situation. And you guys let me know what you think. Leave your comments down below. And if you're new to this channel, you know what to do to this channel. Subscribe. Let's get it.
Up until today.
It's actually not as crazy as you think. Well, it's crazy, but like...
Just saying it.
4.2 million.
What? Wait, what?
My first tit pic ever, I made $165,000.
Natalie, whip those fucking moves. How many likes? Corinna just started an OnlyFans. In 48 hours, how much money did you make?
48 hours.
Oh my god.
I made a little over $1 million.
Now on to Bad Baby. Yesterday, the rapper responded to those who doubted her recent claim that she made $50 million on OnlyFans.
I did OF and I regret it badly. I'm really outing myself here, but maybe this video will help.
I just want to let you know, this whole thing is crazy, and it's going down the alley of pornography-ish. Alright.
Some people. I did OF for about 3 months. I was going to tell you some things that might help you if you're considering doing it. I think a few things that you should consider first is, are you willing to put in the time to do this? Are you willing to be cringe, and also setting boundaries for yourself, because it's so easy to start getting some money and just going past what you're actually comfortable with. That and Paul and all these creators glamorize OnlyFans, and a lot of young girls think, oh, it's gonna be so easy to make money, but in reality, if you don't have a following, it's a fucking grind. You have to be all over all the social media platforms at all times. You have to be on Twitter, Reddit, TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat. You have to be talking to people on the actual app itself. So it is a full-time job in itself, and I was working at the time and I was struggling to fit it all into my day. So I think another thing would be to set time in the morning or the afternoon when you want to talk to people, because you want to make money and you just start getting, it starts getting out of control talking to people all day long. You will do some fucking cringy ass shit. So I signed with an agency towards the end, and they kind of took all rights of my OF, and they were making me do some cringy TikToks that just did not sit right with me. So I think like after doing that was when I was like, this is actually not who I am and not who I want to be on the internet at all. I will be honest with you though, I did it from the end of April until early August, and I think I made about 10,000 Australian dollars. So you can make money on there if you want. I could only commit my time part-time, but if you're doing it full-time and you really wanted to make money, then you just have to consider all these other things, like, is it who you want to be? Is it in line with who you are? Reason that I did it is because I wanted to move overseas and I needed an online job that I could do anywhere. So that's why I just hustled for that small amount of time, and I wanted to do that. But I wish I had thought about it much harder than I did, because I regret it.
So you're thinking about making an OnlyFans. I'm going to tell you why you shouldn't, coming from someone who happily does. you're not going to make nearly as much money as like other influencers are going to tell you that you're going to, because like that's oversaturated market at this point. Maybe in 2016 this is a get rich quick kind of thing, not anymore. And once you do, you have to realize like this is on the internet until after, like you will be dead and this will still be very much alive on the internet. And there's nothing you can do about that. And you have to realize that and be 1,000% okay with that. And if you aren't, you shouldn't. You shouldn't make an OnlyFans if you are not consistent and willing to see things through, even when you see no results for a long time, because you have to build up fans, you have to build up followers, you have to build up traction, you have to be consistent, you have to talk to people. You have to do this every day, and it's gonna be so irritating because you're not gonna see any results for a while, but you have to continue. Or just don't make one, because if you don't think you can do that, then you shouldn't. And then my favorite part of the job, worrying about your safety like constantly, is super awesome. I've invested, time and money into making sure that I am protected and safe. But regardless of the realities of how like serious people are, you're gonna get death threats, you're gonna get rape threats, you're gonna get so many, and like people can find shit about you online pretty easily. And I put in a ton of like different things in place to protect myself. And even then, I know one day someone's going to probably like give me a real good scare if I haven't already. So that's always fun. This is also a big one. You are turning the most sensitive and vulnerable parts of your sex life into a product. And whether or not you feel great about that product or shitty about that product, if you need to make money, you need to put out a product. And so it will affect your relationships. It will affect your relationship with sex. It will affect your relationship with masturbating. Everything that comes with it will change once you see yourself as a product, because that's essentially what you are. I hate when people say like, oh, you're selling your body. That's not true. Your body is an instrument that you're using to create content. And you have to take care of that instrument. You have to, protect it and make sure that it's safe and all this fucking awesome shit. You shouldn't make an OnlyFans if you're thinking, oh, well, I'll just hide my face and then use it to get money and then just go and have like a normal career after, because that's not how it works. Your future employers can check your tax records and they can see, and you can lie and be like, oh, I did a cooking show. Bullshit, cap. Don't do it if you're like, oh, I don't want to, And I'm speaking to you. If your mental health is shitty right now, don't make an OnlyFans, because God knows you might regret this fucking decision, because it will affect the rest of your fucking life. And just because you're feeling a little bit teensy bits manic, don't do it. Not now. Wait until things calm down, please.
Here's why.
Hold on. Maybe I'm old school and this whole traditional lover's lifestyle that my morals and things of that, because people are just, the value of, wow.
Starting an OnlyFans was the worst decision I made in my life. I did not realize that I was literally selling parts of my soul, and the money could have never made it worth it. I just wish that someone would have warned me and told me that I was going to be later experiencing PTSD from the sexual trauma and the experiences that I was subjecting myself to on a daily basis. I did not know that I would later need to be in trauma counseling. It brought me into way darker places than I ever could have imagined, and I never want to go back there. I wish I could go back in time to who I was before I started doing all that stuff and just tell myself that the money is not worth it. Keep your happiness. And that's all I want to tell any girl who's thinking about starting an account. I just hope I can save even just one girl from going through the pain and the trauma that I am now going through because I subjected myself to that for the last couple years.
So I have 4 menus. So I have a $3 menu that's all my solo videos. Then I have a $5 menu that is all of my and videos.
Okay.
And then I have a $7 menu that is my boy-girl videos. And then I have a $10 menu that is like group things.
Got it.
And girl-girl videos.
So
what is this world coming to?
So then you're setting up the same things, because you're not doing this custom for everybody per se, but you're setting up the same videos to.
Yeah, I actually don't do any customs.
Okay.
At all. I take people's ideas. I always tell, because people have a million ideas that they want. So I tell them, send me your ideas, and I might be inspired by it, because I often am, and incorporate it into my videos that I then sell to everybody. But it's just time-wise, I can make the content that I want and then sell it.
My body count for the year so far is 220 people.
That was Annie Knight. So she is currently earning $200,000 a month off of OF. She previously was making $60,000 a year in a marketing job before she got let go because of what was her side hustle, but now is her job. But she has now started accumulating property because her long-term goal is to own enough property that she does not need to do this job. So let's take a look at how that could look for her. Currently, she purchased her first property in October 2023, a 3-bedroom property at $750,000, and in January of this year, she purchased an investment property for $695,000 with an income of $695 per week from the rental. So earning $200,000 a month, she's making an eye-watering $2.4 million a year. At the bare minimum, if she purchases 2 entry-level high-performing investment properties over the next 3 years, she can generate from the very beginning $72,800 per year in passive income, and at the end of those 3 years she could be generating this much in passive income. That's pretty much at the bare minimum, so she could make her dollar go a lot further as well.
Who's the biggest earner on OnlyFans?
I don't know. That's
Black China.
What?
$20 million a month.
What did you say?
Do you understand how much money that is?
Hold on a second.
Can I see a picture of her?
Hold on a second.
These
Leave Black China alone.
women make so much money.
That's so much money.
I know. I'm telling you, they make. It's insane how much money these women make.
Be like, OnlyFans is a fake job. Go get a real job. Then how did I afford this car?
Bro, y'all don't understand how fast I would get in OnlyFans if I was a woman. Like, bro, if I was a woman, you would never see my face. I'd be turned around 24/7. I was really hoed at birth.
You know, I thought about that. If it was the other way around and it was an opportunity for dudes to make money in the same regards of how the females were making money, I think there'd probably be more dudes signing up than the females are. I don't know.
Ladies with an OF, this is for you. If you have an OF, you know what I'm talking about. Good luck filing your taxes this year. I went to file mine yesterday. Boy, did that kick me in the ass. I had an idea that I'd be paying back in taxes, but I had no idea I was going to be paying that much. I wish you guys the best of luck, and I really hope you saved that money because I just started, I was just mind blown at how much I had to pay back in taxes because of that. I'm not sure if you ladies knew, or guys, there's a bunch of guys that had it. I don't know if you guys know this, but with that website, you're not paying taxes. Like, it's a lot of money in the moment, but when you go to file taxes, complete opposite, 180, baby. You are not getting any money back. This is me deleting that. Nope. Unsubscribe because I'm deleting mine. It's not worth it. It's a lot of money at the time being, but when it comes to tax season, you don't have any of it.
I was a stripper. I did OnlyFans. I live in my truth. And I am ashamed at the behavior I've done because I am now 28 years old. I'm actually 28 years young on this earth. And I can say that I'm ashamed. Because of a lot of different reasons. I can sit here and I can talk to women and explain to younger girls coming up and things like that. I thought it was cool. I thought this is what I wanted to do. I thought this is how I wanted to live. But all these females that you guys look up to in the industry, that the media pushes you, they're all miserable. They have no peace. They cry every night. They are not happy with themselves. They hate themselves. So much so, they get surgeries and they try to fit themselves to being something they're not, and they're never gonna fulfill it because they're not fulfilled on the inside.
I don't have any issue with adults doing what they want, entering sex work. However, unfortunately, I think the way in which OnlyFans is often discussed in public makes it out to be this quick get-rich scheme. It reeks of a pyramid scheme, and oftentimes young girls find themselves following this fool's gold rush and not really understanding the consequences of it. So here's some information that I feel like young girls should arm themselves with. The average registered OnlyFans creator makes only $180 a month. That's the average. So we're not discussing L in that, obviously, but that is the average. Making about $2,500 a month puts you in the top 1%, which adds up to $15 an hour, which is the same or less than McDonald's pay. I think it's important to state that it's not just about having good looks and a little bit of work ethic, because oftentimes, like I just said, you could be incredibly good looking on OnlyFans and only bring in $180 a month and still take on the entire stigma of doing sex work. So while it's important to, say that everyone can do what they want, we do have to acknowledge that Elle is the exception, not the rule. And oftentimes these young girls, sometimes on their 18th birthday, are being misled into joining this site that completely demolishes any prospects of future employment for them, and often statistically any chances of having relationships. A lot of OnlyFans girls are actually regretting being on the website, coming forward and saying they can't get a job now and they can't get a date, and they never even made the money to justify doing.
What are some of the misconceptions about OnlyFans?
That you're gonna make a lot of money because you're a hot girl. No one gives a shit. What makes you different? What do you do that's different from other girls? Every girl can play with their on the internet. That doesn't make you special. You've got to find your niche and really connect with your fans on a personal level. I'm a huge old school hip hop fan, so people love that. I love to go to EDM festivals and things like that. There's I'm relatable. I'm just a normal kid that happens to do porn, or normal woman who happens to do porn. You know what I mean?
Okay, girlies, I'm gonna tell you how to make $500 real quick, and it's got to be morning time or nighttime. Well, the internet's worldwide, so just make sure it's morning time or nighttime, wherever they are. And okay, if you're a guy, get the fuck out of here, because this is for the girlies. You're gonna be paying us, so get out of here. I don't want you to know. But okay, seriously, guys are so stupid. They're so stupid. 3 minutes. It takes 3 minutes probably. $60, $60 to $100. I'd rather charge $60 because more people would pay $60. But you just FaceTime them. Girl, just FaceTime them. And normally they're just ready to go and they're and then you just go, you know. And yeah, that's about it. So it takes 3 minutes. I started at 6 a.m. this morning and it's 11:38 right now, but I already made $500. I did I don't know what that's divided by 60, but I did a lot of FaceTime this morning and I'm going to do it again tonight. And I'm probably going to make another $500. And that's all you do, FaceTime. And you get, I can't even say it.
Wow. All I can say is there's a level of integrity that goes along with this that sometimes outweighs the money. You can't just put a price on yourself and just put yourself out there online, because online, it'll be out here longer than you would be. And you don't want those pictures and things to fall in the hands or videos, however it works, into the wrong hands, because it can not only ruin your reputation but just your morality and the things that you stand for. And I don't know, I can't say that it's not making a lot of money, but like they all say, the old saying goes, not all money is good money. And hey, it's just a choice. It's not anybody's it shouldn't be in anybody's opinion on to point the finger at who, because there's people out there that's making a lot of money of doing those things and they're not going overboard with it. And then there's people that's just going right in and just thinking that they're gonna do this get rich thing. And as we can see, there's pros and cons to everything. So until next time, it's your boy Mickey Fenty, aka Mickey Made It. If you're new to this channel, you know what to do to this channel. Subscribe.